After the long drive from Barichara down to the border with Ecuador, we need a rest at Finca Sommerwind and explore the Laguna de Yahuarcocha. 8 days later, we continue our journey to Otavalo and spend only one night near Quito Airport before driving over the high mountain pass to Papallacta, a small village that is famous for its thermal pools. Unfortunately, it's raining a lot, but we still make our way down towards the Amazon region.
It's very peaceful here. It's actually raining over the campground right now, which is right across the lake here.
While staying at Finca Sommerwind, we walk around the Laguna de Yahuarcocha several times. It's only 11 kilometres and takes about 2 hours and 20 minutes.
There's some kind of swampy plants. I thought they were, what is Seerose in English? Helen, help me.
Well, they're lilies.
Oh, lilies, yeah.
There's also a racetrack right next to the campground, and on some days we can see and hear the sports cars during practice runs or races.
So today we decided to go for a hike. We are in good shape because we're going up these steep mountains all the way to the top. Yeah, it's actually behind us or next to us now, but we show you why we're going along the way. Apparently it's a 4-hour loop, and we hope to get a nice view from the top onto the Laguna and Ibarra. We're still on sea level, which is 2,200 meters high, and this is the start of the path here. And I don't know how high we're going up, but it will be at least, I would think, 300-400 meters in altitude. So we're going up to the top there where you can see the road. And thank God it's a nice cool day today, because yesterday it was really hot, boiling hot. I don't think we would have survived that. But we're going through a bit of jungle here at the start, and then it's an open plain. It's only the first bit. You can see the agaves with the huge flowers in the background. We even took the walking sticks out today because it's quite steep. Helen is a mountain goat, so climbing with sticks is nothing for her. It's easy still, this is only the start. It's a beautiful day though.
But we're still quite high up from the
lake already. Yeah. It's quite a rough start here. It's almost like walking in the trenches. You can tell that the water's running down here when it's raining. Halfway through the bushes around the agaves. There we go. I'm walking up the trench, but Hannah's trying the other trench. It's not easy. Maybe we're already on the wrong path. Wait a...
No.
This is quite exhausting already. And this is just the first 300 meters. But we get a good view already. Look at these giant agaves. They're probably 15 meters high, just the flowers. And in the background is the hill we're going to climb. It doesn't look like much, but I think it is. This is the root of the agave. It's giant. It's at least 4 meters wide, and then this giant flower, 15 meters high. Amazing. Just around the corner we reach the open space. Now we get some great views and just walk up and up and up. Pole, pole. Steady, we're making our way up. We can feel the altitude though. I can.
Well, we're not used to after this we've been for a year at 1,300. Or 2 years. So we're going slowly, bit by bit, up the hill.
I'm totally exhausted already.
It's quite a hill.
I can feel the altitude. I'm hot. I haven't done a lot in the last 2 weeks.
But it's a good job we've got our sticks because we need them. One each is working well. So
if we would go to Olympia right now, we would fail.
we wouldn't even make it in the qualification to get to Olympia, but never mind. To the Olympics, I should say, not Olympia.
So now we can see the caldera. I don't even know if it's a volcano, but apparently the lake is not a volcano lake. It originated about 12,000 years ago during the Ice Age. It's melting water basically. There is no access and no entry into the lake, so it's still water just fed by rain. And we now get a good view onto the tennis club here in Ibarra. Nice gardens, and this is the town we walked through the other day. We're now traversing, and which is really nice. We get a nice cool breeze up here, and we get the great views onto the Laguna de Yahuarcocha. I can never pronounce that name. I can't get enough of these views. You can see Ibarra in the distance there. There's a little boat and somewhere the sun's coming out. Here's another trench we have to walk through. Mountain bikes are coming down here, and I don't know how they get through these small gaps. They must be going ass over tea kettle sometimes. So this is the other side of that ridge that we're going up. Down there we can see Hans's campground, Finca Sommerwind, and the Motodromo, the racetrack. We've walked around the lake several times, and it's about a little over 10 kilometers to do that. There's Vinny too, but you can't see him really because he's covered by the tree. Now we're trying to find our way up to the road. It's quite steep. This is not for the faint-hearted. The views would have been better yesterday, but in the heat, I think we would have died up here. It's quite an exercise. How long have we been walking now?
An hour and 20, hour and 20 minutes.
Hour and 20 minutes.
But this is a 40% increase.
Yeah. Slope.
Oh, there's a bull up there. 2 bulls.
Hello, sweetie. Are you a friendly one? Huh? I'm going to hide my red cap so you don't have to worry about us. Huh? You've got big horns. We don't like to meet them personally. But either he's used to people or mountain bikers. He seems to be relaxed. What a great view you guys have, huh? Nice fresh grass to chew on, cool air. Can't be better than that. I think the real path is past the cows, but we are now scrambling straight up to the road, through the bushes here. You never know when you go on a hike what kind of adventures await you. So, here we go. We're gonna make it. So this was the path we should have come up to, and now we found it. By scrambling, we see where it goes. So we're almost up on the top. You can see Finca Sommerwind down there and Ibarra in the distance across the lake. It's a super view. We have no idea what this big mountain in the distance called. We are not prepared as always. But when we put the video together, we will put the name down on the bottom. How are you feeling?
Fine, this is great.
Yeah, I felt a little dizzy on the bottom part, because it was super steep.
Yeah.
But the higher we went, the easier it actually gets.
It is really steep, but we've managed to get up here, and we're almost there, almost to the road, and then we've done.
And then we're walking slowly down right into the restaurant of Hans, and we'll have something yummy to eat later on.
Yep.
We're gonna spoil ourselves today. So this is the last bit to the road. Are you going out of a tea kettle there?
I'm going to go down here.
Okay. That looks like a kind of a slopey thing. It's almost like skiing. If you lose your inner ski, you go arse over tea kettle all the way down. But Helen managed. And there's the road.
You want a stick?
Here we are up on the road. Time. What's the time?
King of the road.
King of the road, yeah.
2:05. So it's an hour and 3/4 to get up.
Oy, oy, oy. But from now on, we just walk down very easily. Very fitting for two elderly ladies. We're quite fit, actually. Yeah, this is a gravel road. We don't need the sticks anymore now. But I'm sure Helen can carry them all the way down. This is kind of nice. Oops. I'm going to do one more shot over the edge here of the lake. So I reckon we are, what, 400-500 meters above? Maybe less, it's always hard to tell. Pinka Sommerwind, you can see Ibarra in the distance again. Ibarra is not a small town.
No, it's huge, isn't it?
It's much larger than you think it is.
That's in the sun.
Yeah.
We're in the cloud.
Now you can see actually Vinny too. We're coming, Hans. Put the steaks on the grill.
The easy way down.
Sun's coming out now.
And we're on the way down.
It's very peaceful. It's really amazing how these agaves grow sideways on this edge there. Huge one. The sun just came out when we were at the top of the hill, as if the sun would have known we're not.
The two old biddies.
Yeah. So now we're going down and straight into Hans's restaurant to have some food. So we found the shortcut from the road all the way back down to Finca Sommerwind. When it's raining in Ecuador, you get a lot of landslides. 2 days ago there was a huge one in the northern section of Quito, and at the moment 23 people are dead and 20 are still missing. You can see already the gates of Finca Sommerwind. This is slippery ground. It's good job, Helen. No, you're okay.
I might actually climb through. That might be easier.
Yeah, we know these slopes. We always take a dive on them. This is not easy. How's it going? Yeah. That didn't look too bad. The last few steps down to the road. We made it in 2 hours and 50 down to the road here, and 10 minutes later we'll be sitting down in Hans's garden to have a meal. Look how fast this woman is walking now. The food is calling. And she wants to do the hike in under 3 hours. 35 seconds. Go, go. Yeehaw! And we walk straight. There's Beto. Hi, Beto. How's it going? We walk right into the restaurant because it's lovely to sit in the garden now. We have sunshine after all these days of rain. It's so lovely. And yeah, we sit in the garden. Let's have a look at the menu. There's this giant menu here with all sorts of yummy German goodies. So that's the moment we were looking forward to in the last 3 hours. Just to sit down. Is it comfortable? These two here are Sissi and Franz, named after the were the royal family of Austria back in the, I don't know, 1800s. Huh? They're very cute. They were dropped 2 years ago in front of the property here, and apparently they're very good mouse hunters. Huh? The black one is Sissi and Franz is the light brown one. The smell is wafting across here. Like we can hear it sizzling in the kitchen. And we're so looking forward to this meal. There it is.
Wow.
Este pastel.
Para mí. Gracias. Oh.
Wow. Para mí. Muchas gracias. Wow.
Tenemos hambre.
Ya, buen provecho.
Und? We just ordered or bought a large homemade bread from Hans's campground. Doesn't that look good? Yum, yum. We're going to have it with jam in a minute for breakfast. Then we're going to have it with ham, beetroot for lunch. And then we're going to have it with coleslaw for dinner. Because Helen is going to make some coleslaw today.
I'm already exhausted with all the washing, but
Yeah.
yeah.
This is probably our last day here on the campground, so we did a big laundry. And it's already almost midday.
Is it?
Yeah, I've been talking to Carla for quite some time, and we haven't even had a cup of tea yet. Yeah, you poor thing.
Yeah, I know.
I was kind of cleaning the car. So I left Helen alone for 5 minutes. And what happened? She got run over by a car.
Yeah, you forgot to put the. I'm going to show you. You can come down here. You forgot to put the handbrake on, obviously, and it rolls all down here. You can see where it went and hit that vehicle.
Okay.
I'm here, doing the washing with my back
To the car.
to the car, and then all of a sudden I'm getting pushed and pushed and pushed. And then it comes all the way down here, and look, you can see on the roofer,
Okay.
it's
Scheiße. Lass mal deinen Ellbogen sehen.
yeah, but this
Ja, ja,
this
gut,
is
das
all
können wir
black.
noch mal
This
waschen.
is black, a nice white thing. That's all black.
Okay, die beiden Sachen schmeißen wir dann eben noch mal rein.
Yeah, but this and this has to go in as well.
Ja, okay. Lass mal deinen Ellbogen sehen. Let's have a look. Helen got a scratch on her elbow, but thank God that's all.
Did you see
I
the
didn't
light?
even hear her screaming.
That's the light that he knocked off. But it went all the way.
We're driving through Otavalo Center because the GPS took us straight through the center instead of the Panamericana. And today is market day, so it's a little full here. We've been here 20 years ago. Almost exactly 20 years ago. So we're driving past the main square of Otavalo. So here's the main church. That must be the Municipalidad. Otavalo still has some really nice colonial buildings. Can't remember a thing from 20 years ago.
I don't think we came here. I think we went straight to the market. I don't think we actually came into the town that way.
really good roads at the moment in Ecuador. 6-lane highway from Ibarra to Quito. Una fábrica de bizcochos. Muy rico. ¿Cuántos producen cada día? So it's because bizcocho time. We're having our cappuccino and we're trying different varieties. Helen is trying the plum sauce. I'm going to put some cheese and cherry jam on mine. You can also put some cream on yours if you want.
They're very salty.
Yeah, they're not sweet. It's kind of the sweet and salty thing. Probably full of butter. We have only 16 to eat in total. 8 for $1, so I bought 2 packs. And the factory did 10,000 a day. So here's my bizcocho with German cherry jam. We're driving through an area with lots of greenhouses and they grow flowers in there. Lots and lots of flowers. If you're hungry, they wave you in. Ice cream. Selbstgemachte ice cream, yeah. It's a brand new highway, but it's kind of shocking to see all the concrete on the hills. There's no vegetation left. This looks horrible. This is actually only concrete on the bottom, and up on the tops are, I don't know, it's a kind of a fabric that lets some plants growing through. Hi there. We're on our way to Papallacta and we're way over 3,700 meters. It's a nice highway, E20. We have a double lane all the way so far. Now it starts splitting a little. We're almost at 3.9 now and we're heading into the clouds. So now we're heading for the 4,000 meters. Here we are. Null Vorbereitung und wir haben draußen 8,6 Grad. This could be the highest point.
4063 it says.
4063. Wow. The road is steaming here. Wow. What a change of climate.
Nice the greenhouse there.
Look at this, it's steaming here. We have the heater on full blast so Vinny 2 doesn't overheat. But we have to open the windows because it's too hot for us, and outside it's only, I don't know, 8 degrees. Wow. It's like an alpine area here. Now we're driving into absolutely nothing. Ooh, we're right in the fog. This is kind of scary. I can actually feel the altitude. Slight headache. We're not really prepared for it. But we're going down. We're at the Termas de Papallacta. There we go. It's the altitude, 3,300 meters. But we decided not to go into the Termas because it's a Sunday.
Oh, here.
And it's really full.
Entradas Endadas.
So we're going for a walk. It's pissing a little. So
It's just a shower.
just a shower, you know. We've got some beautiful trumpet flowers here. This is a nice little path. We're climbing apparently 66 meters in 2 kilometers. Although it's high here, I think we should be able to do that. Nice setting. These are very strange plants. We have the whole path to ourselves. There goes Mary Poppins.
It's an easy trail to walk, with lots of interesting flowers and views, and only takes about 80 minutes return.
Helen has worked it out with the umbrella. Time for the cows to go home. Yeah, you can go. Andali.
Oh, she's waiting. Hey, let's go.
You're waiting for me?
Let's go the other side and then. Gracias.
Shit weather, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Really shitty weather. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Gracias.
So now they're walking. They must know to wait for the hikers. That's so cool, no?
Gracias.
Human beings have right of way here.
Gracias. No, we're not coming that way. We're going this way.
Have a nice afternoon.
Ciao, ciao.
Almost home because it's really pissing down with rain now. But it was a super interesting hike.
They're in the dry, on the floor. They're running along the ground.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
They're not flying because it's wet.
They also grow some really nice fresh vegetables here. Remolacha is beetroot. Lechuga is salad lettuce. And this in the back is cauliflower. So we're back down at the spa and thermal pools. I don't think it's a good thing to go in corona times if you want to avoid being infected, because the steam will transport the virus quite nicely. But we're still happy just to be here, walk around. It's a really nice setting. There's some amazing flowers here. Bridge. It's beautiful here, isn't it?
We're on our way to our cabin.
We're on our way to our cabin. Okay, lead the way. You can have your own thermal pools with a cabin. That looks really nice. This is the large parking lot. It's really empty now. When we came it was really, really full. And it's free. This is totally misty now and we're going back to Papallacta. Poor guy is covered in the mist. You can't see a bloody thing here. That's really bad.
Ciao, ciao.
We are completely in the cloud. It's like flying through one. How high are we? Oh, we haven't done our GPS. 3,300 meters.
Left on Santa Catalina.
And we're up in the clouds. So we're driving through Papallacta. Decided not to stop. It's freezing cold. There's the church coming. Yeah, there's a blue church. But it's quite steep in town here if you get off the main road. Here you can see the thick rainforest. And those really, really steep hills. This is our spot for the night. We are at the climbing area and it's a peaceful spot right next to the river. Peña Pivico. That's what the rock's called. And there's a town close by. It's a long, long time since we had the time to lie down on benches and read a book. No internet, no power connection, no Wi-Fi connection, nothing. We have to get back to the old days. Helen used to read a book a day. That's a long, long time ago, isn't it? So she's nice and comfy. I did work on my computer for an hour, but we have to watch our power situation in the motorhome because it's raining outside, no sunshine, nothing. So we're leaving Peña Pivico. It's been raining for 2 days, non-stop. Let's see if we can get up the hill here. I don't think it's a problem. Just stay on the left-hand side. And then, no, that's not a big deal. They put some rocks in here, so. It's been so miserable that we decided to go down to Baeza, see if the weather is improving. This is the rainforest for you. The hill wasn't a problem at all. Good old Vinny too.
In 300 meters, turn right on via Papallacta Basin.
The circus is leaving the town. Obviously it's too wet for them as well. We're just contemplating if we should turn around and go to the coast. It's so not my day. I spent 20 or 30 minutes in a flower shop to get something done, and then afterwards I stepped onto my lovely avocado. It's still the same day, and finally we have blue sky and the clouds are high. We have a major change of plans because we wanted to go, here's Baeza, that's where we are right now. We wanted to go up to here to Lago Agio. But there is a major landslide along this area for months now. The road is completely gone according to the locals and you can't drive it at all. So we're going south now and then we're going to Lago Agio this way. Agio. Agrio or Agrio? Lago Agrio. It's my problems with all the names here. In the background, on the left-hand side, is over 5,000 meter high Antisana. It's a volcano here. It's cloud-free on a super rainy day it was today, but now I better take some videos. It's vertical here, the rainforest. You can see the clouds hanging in there. So dense you can't walk into it. Oops, obstacle. There's parts of the road missing here. Ooh. And nobody knows it, obviously. They're all racing up here.
Tonight is our last stop in higher and cooler altitude before heading down into the hot and humid Amazon basin. Near Loreto, we enjoy swimming under waterfalls and get close up and personal with the local wildlife.